We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us... he sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again. I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position.
Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's the Giants in control of the football as we get back to the action in the first quarter. Throwing his dart. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Browns, first down.
Once again, Judkins.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The Browns at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10.
And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the
And once again, it's Scatteroo.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now a second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
And 12.
Here's Dart.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
Here's Williams to return. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
86, incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
To the air, Dart.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down.
First down, here's Scatterby.
Down right around the 25.
From the 25, here's second down at 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Throwing, Dart.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Santos' kick is up and through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Judkins. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. An inside run with Judkins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw.
And he'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the handoff, this is Judkins.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Giants' 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a loss of 8.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Now Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatteroo.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. He finds Douglas complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
A gain of 7.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
They go play action with Dart.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
On the coverage.
They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Here's Corliss Waitman now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return is Williams. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jamison Williams
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Dart going to give to Scattermove.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and a couple.
Back to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
They'll look to throw here.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Jenkins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
12 yards. That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jenkins will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Giants' 4-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And this time he is in.
Quinshon Judkins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Looking to throw, Dart.
Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll make this a second and long.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
Throwing his Dart.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Dart going to look to throw here.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They're going to look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
A give up the middle. Jenkins And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard.
They just flat out dared him to throw the football, didn't they? Did you see the defense?
It's like a goal line formation.
I mean, just stacked it right up and said, go ahead and throw it. You can have that one. But how about them accepting the challenge and saying, no, we'll go ahead and run it anyway, and picked it up.
They didn't care, even with the added reinforcements. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jameson Williams
With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Browns have opened the lead up to 30.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Off the play fake, it's Dart.
He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play fake, and here's Dart.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Throwing his Dart.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
12 yards. And the Giants, first down.
Dart.
And it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Dart.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
To throw, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. in search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players get home there for an 8-yard loss.
But one thing I do know,
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
and partner, I have no idea